Okay, I think this is a case of mistaken identity. There are a few channels on X that rely completely on AI, and I'm fairly certain that, yeah, I put the where it is, but because it's a negative time, But Mimi asks a question, and it's like Mimi asked a question, and it kind of migrated into her her little what would you call this? Her little damning shout out, I guess. And just let me know if you guys can hear me. Um, Kind of in a busy place too, so you might hear some ambient. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of is that it's mistaken. Now, what's curious about this is that this is old school. This is a damning, shaming, I don't care about you, I just know nothing about you. And it's so old school, of which has been kind of the highlight of me um, really beginning to listen to her as a creator. Why she would choose this line of complaint um, is really odd. As you know, every time, there's no, like, the way that I am is the way that I am. David Sachs, who is the White House lead for AI, follows me on, on Twitter. From the very beginning of AI, one of the very first questions that I had for everyone was, how do we give attribution, disclaimer, and alerts to the public if you were engaging in AI? Because my focus is finance, there has never been one character, not $1 point, that has avoided or tried to be something that I wasn't. When I have been using AI, I let the public know that I am using AI. So she's touching on something that, once again, creators will always reveal who they are. I better put this on mute here. So this is a very odd kind of earth, flava, savage, um, Jonesan kind of attitude towards new voices. I would think that her plate would be full enough to just stay on her topic. From what I can tell from the chat, as well with Bog and Bowdy, uh, knowing my posts and following me here, that there would be some sort of under re-education. I don't see anything, which is it's just an observance. Everybody gets to do and be as they are, as you all know. But the fact that you would try and throw a slur or an insult onto me related to AI, big lady, big lady problems. Big lady problems. And I think that it's a case of mistaken identity. I think. So, what are your thoughts? So how many okay. Hmm. Well, I have to kind of think about this, don't I? Yeah, I don't. This happened with Laura, CPS Laura too. So I do understand that I do understand that it comes from a very old way of air quote vetting. It's really like it's well, this is just it's just abject ignorance. It really is. It's just absolute abject ignorance. And because there are other handles on X that put out AI, and they proffer it as if they've written it, that it's their summary, that it's their understanding, you know. So she's pointing to a specific, because if I can, let me try and go back here. Sorry that it's really important that I sort this out because um, this is how people are lied on. She says, speaking of Facebook, beauty bubble, whoever you are, which I don't care, frankly, you are something. The X posts are fucking insane with the little AI summaries. Embarrassing to say the least. I would go and do your homework. You can actually vet that story on your own with the post on Facebook and the comments in the post. Some of you out there doing the absolute most to sweep up for people are lying straight to your face. Again, that's on you, not me. Carrying on. So does that sound like mistaken identity? If I was just to kind of lift myself off of it. So do you understand you can't put that genie back in the bottle either? Because there's none of that that says if I got this wrong, well no, I don't know. I don't think flawless it's one of the names I may not have been able to find on Facebook from all of that, but it so uh she's triangulating something here, and it's out of complete ignorance. So the question is for Mimi, did Flawless post on Facebook? I can't exactly tell you from all of the things that I found, um, where the most recently where the uh, lie detector came from was a TikTok video where, and I put it out there. And this is another thing. She's not picking up on the fact that I'm actually showing proof, which is not going toward AI. So I think she's someone. You think she is, right? I mean, I don't think she's going back. So the post is, right? This is late last night. I thought I would do another Kingery. Well, actually, what's happening on my YouTube channel is that now I'm getting a lot of Kingery, old school Kingery. So there were two stories that I talked about yesterday, 10 hours ago. Kingery tells the story on YouTube. And I have that YouTube video. And this is a long video where he is describing what happened, according to him, with his wife sitting next to him, explaining. And the host refers to Flawless Lawless in a certain way because there's two parties. There's Jesse Flawless Lawless. So when you go Jesse Flawless Lawless, this particular TikTok comes up where she is saying, I'm sorry that it's small, you might have to zoom in, make a copy and paste of the lie detector test, and here you go, I'll share it. And it goes through the 3 or 4 pages of lie detector tests. Okay? None of that is even remotely related to AI. These are what would be considered authentic podcast and authentic TikTok. There's no AI involved in that one. And that is, I'll go ahead and put it in the chat just so that we can kind of keep things together. Here we go. Yeah. Now, on this one, we have no comments, meaning comments on my Twitter. We have, let's see here, 44 views. This is like for her, this is a non-event, which most of my posts are non-events, just so that you know. The people that follow me follow for a specific reason. This is not to do any sort of public service. So, yeah, what she doesn't know is that everything that I do that is even remotely AI, even my Haleo, AI, Haleo, AI, all of the Scandi chicken pieces for the Bitcoin are AI. My charts, however, are not AI. My code base is not AI. Well, this is the thing about what about the Facebook? Any comment? This I don't know where she's going on Facebook. So let's go ahead. I'll run over to Meta now, and we will look up Jesse Flawless Lawless, and let's see. And then I think what I should do is maybe go through the multiple posts. Yeah, Jesse Flawless Lawless. Here we are. The Grassroots Collective, Jesse Lawless. Okay, she has 603. I'm starting with the Man in the Mirror, and she posted 2025. So let me go ahead and put her Facebook. You guys know how I do things. So this is her Facebook. And she's saying that all you had to do was go through. So what I'll do now is I will search for Kingery, maybe. I don't know if she has her search open on her page. I don't think she does. Can I search? No, I cannot search. So it would mean for me to go back 4 years on her page. And just so that you know, I've never visited this page. I don't think that, but I would have to go back to make certain. that I didn't post her Facebook page. Yeah, I could go, let me try this. Let me do Jessie Flawless Lawless Kingery. Jessie Flawless Lawless Kingery. 2025, 2021, 23, 24, 2022. Her clothing company. Yeah. Some of these posts, they have 16 comments. I can't believe that that is some sort of an expose. But this is my search query on Meta. Okay. Well, this is an error. This is an error, and if she can error about someone that is not known to her, then she will make errors on other things. We've had to correct ourselves, right? You've corrected me. You know that if I have a correction to be made, that I'm very proper when it comes to this sort of thing, treating it more as if I should be proper. Correction, the asterisk if there's a misspelling. And we've corrected ourselves. Oh no, I remember one correction you guys gave me when I said that it was this, that, and the other, and you said no, no, no. It said that it was not this, that, and the other. So this is just this is an old school fucking troll. That's what this is. Meaning that the action that she decided to take is just a troll. In fact, every single person that has mentioned the persona has been basically inside of the troll basket, I think. So I could scroll down if there's another way, like if she knows where it is, it'd be interesting to know why she thinks that the Facebook has everything that I'm referring to. Hmm. Okay, we're going to write this out again so I can keep track of it. Speaking of Facebook, she says, beauty bubble, whoever you are, which I don't care, frankly you are, the expos are fucking insane with the little AI summaries. Embarrassing to say the least. But I would go and do your homework. You can actually vet that story on your own with the post on Facebook and the comments in the post. Some of you out here doing the absolute most to sweep up for people are lying straight to your face. Are lying straight to your face. I mean, listen to this. Are lying straight to your face. That's on you, not me. Okay. I'm back to 2022, 24. As you well know, that it's very difficult to search on Facebook, so I don't know why she's taking it back to Facebook. Well, this is how she thinks. Um, let's see what I said about nonsense most recently. Hmm. Well, you know, to pull, and I mean, this has been done with other people too, right? It's the same thing. I'm going to pull you out of the lineup. I'm going to then tell everyone that I don't give a fuck about you, right? Frankly, whoever you are, which I don't care. The ex posts are fucking insane. So do you see how this works? And that's embarrassing. And I need to do something. I need to take action according to her. And then of course it ends up being like what my activity is, which is sweeping up for people. There is no DNA in that direction about what we've done, what I've said inside a chat only, what I say out on X. There's none of that. So it's completely fabricated. It's absolutely fabricated. Whoever you are, which I don't care, frank, frankly, you are something, she said. The expos are fucking insane with the little AI summaries. Embarrassing to say the least. But I would go and do your homework. You can actually vet that story on your own with the post on Facebook and the comments in the post. Some of you out there are out here doing the absolute most to sweep up for people. Um, All right. Well, I will tell you this. Let me tell you this. The project needs the support of the creators to have that corner of their mind be open to criticism, to be open to new ideas, to have some way of rebalancing their ideas. So we need the support of the creators. But now we have Cluminati, we have now nonsense. I'm trying to think of who else. Haven't really been keeping too many tabs on it because it hasn't escalated, you know. But they used my post, if you remember, to showcase the messages between themselves and nonsense. If you remember, the double C's did that when they were showcasing the messages, the DMs. For what reason we didn't even know. We have no reason. There's no reason why that would have come through, meaning that there was no logical reason, but it did. Okay, I could, but I don't. I don't contact the creators. So it's kind of like this. In a way, it's a passive need to have the creators. Um, I don't need the creators in my corner or anything like that. However, the creators, the whole purpose of the project is to offer another way, right? It's to protect the chatters too. So it's so. And guess what, guys? After being that this is the last part of all of this, I get to make this very personal, if you don't mind. I get to assess and think like you're suggesting, let it get some distance between it. I get to do that, except for that we're running out of what's called running out of runway. I don't have the time to sort out her riddles. I just need to know that a riddle was put out there and it possibly is not one that can be solved, but there's no runway left to air quote work it out or come up with a solution. You are all in her life force. Bog, Bowdy, both of Mimi and Soleil. Are you both over at Nonsenses? I think I don't know if you are or not. Let me see who are her participants right now. Bowdy is not in there now. Mimi is not in there now. So that's interesting. So she's lost, I think she's lost, yeah. Okay, so yeah. So this puts any kind of, if I was to stay in the personal space for a moment, like this fucking sucks. She would have no reason. There's absolutely no reason. There's no logic and there's no DNA. So, and when I in the past I've used this metaphor of DNA. There's no DNA that this is how I behave on the internet. I do not use AI summaries and make them my own by my own craft, by my own experience, knowledge, and ability. I do not do that. I have never done that. So it's that's why number one, it has to be mistaken identity. But being that she was being so informative, right? Really and truly, I'm going to read it again. Speaking of Facebook, beauty bubble, whoever you are, What the fuck is that? And then whoever you are, which I don't care, frankly, you are something something. The X posts are fucking insane. Okay? Now, this is just within moments of her programming. So she's decided she doesn't care who I am, whoever I am. She has no interest whatsoever. But then she wants to come in and say that my work product is fucking insane. Then it's embarrassing, and that I need to go and do homework, that I need to vet the story. You guys saw all the King reposts trying to vet the story, trying to get it from the source, trying to get it from the real source, not creating my own source, my own resource. I'm actually citing the sources. Now, can people come up with their own assessment, their own summary of things? Yeah. But if it was going to be AI, then I would have told you. And I would have told the people that follow me on X that it was so, because that is the way that I do things. That is my history. That is my DNA. That is my process. That is how I work, how I think. So she's really going at something that and because I know that it's old school troll and this is how they do it, they have to keyword stuff enough so that you walk away, so that everyone walks away with this construct of who the fuck people are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this out on Twitter, and so that it's documented on Twitter, that she believes that my ex posts are fucking insane. She thinks that they are little AI summaries, that they are embarrassing, that I need to do my homework, and that I am doing the absolute most to sweep up for people. Then I'm going to take it over to GROK and ask him what it means. That's what I'm going to do. All right, this is what GROK has to say about this. And let's copy the link and put it in. We're just going to do this like I don't know. I don't know. This is my X post, okay? There we go. I'm going to also put her on mute for me, because I understand that a lot of this is about me sorting it out. And like I said, coming into the last bit of this, if I don't take some of this, when I speak about taking it personally, is that I'm able to use everything that I am, right? Like, we don't bring everything that we are to chat only. We try to stay in a lane, be more specific. Even when we've kind of wandered into gossip, we're not bringing in everything that we are. We hope that we're bringing in most of who we are. But you're not hearing minutia or the details. But at the end of a project, if you do not, so you can't do it from the beginning. You can have like a rule set, but towards the end, you're getting towards minutia, so that more of that can come out. And it's called in Bitcoin, it's called the dust. And you have to be able to do that. Some people only have the dust. Some people will only hear the little bit about any of this. Even what you take away in a couple of weeks may just end up being a little bit of the dust. So you have to bear with. And I understand if you guys bow out while I sort of work it out on my own. I understand. And then of course there has been the fear that if we are not on mic, we will be perceived as being a faceless AI component of some sort of my outreach. And this is going to happen to many creators. The faceless, voiceless product on YouTube will be taking severe hits. So let's go over to the GROK. Thinking about your request is what GROK is telling me. Let's see. This X post by Beauty Bubble is a voice-to-text transcription rant referencing a Facebook comment criticizing their X activity, specifically calling AI summaries of the posts fucking insane and embarrassing. The author urges independent verification of an unspecified story by checking the original Facebook post and comments rather than relying on X or secondary interpretations. It accuses online defenders of excessive cover-ups and direct lies, framing fact-checking as the reader's personal responsibility while dismissing the critic. Okay, this is AI now. Okay, I want you guys to understand something. What she said and what is heard by not only YouTube, but by the transcripts, and now X with GROK is forevermore. It is akin to the tablets of the 10 fucking commandments. What she said was heard, transcribed, and now in GROK forevermore. Her ideas. This is why taking no responsibility for what you say, for how you say, to who you put impunity on is so fucking dangerous. I'm going to take the GROK right now, make a copy and paste, and we'll put it in the, we'll copy. I don't know what response you guys are going to get if you actually ask GROK for what they said. I'm not too sure what will happen there. But let me put it in here. This is this X post. This I didn't grab the beginning of it. This X post by Beauty Bubble is okay. And then look at the bottom. It's offering me to analyze algorithm bias and to explore AI summarization ethics. I wrote the fucking handbook on this. Do you understand? I can't do this. Explore AI summarization ethics is the last bit. Okay, there we go. And that's how you do things, okay? Yeah, yeah. So what she said deals with the ethics of AI standards. That's what she did forevermore. I wrote a handbook called Marketing for the Greater Good, a handbook for socially responsible strategies focused on AI. I did. Oh, I can't. Oh, man. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. The chapters were Defining Ethical Marketing Practices with subchapters, The Importance of Ethical Standards in Marketing, Understanding the Consumer, a Foundation for Ethical Marketing, Transparency and Honesty in Marketing, Being Clear and Accurate in Advertising Claims, Avoiding Deception and Misrepresentation. This was all for AI. Avoiding deception and misrepresentation, respect for privacy and personal data, compliance with data protection regulations, transparency in data collection and use, fairness and non-discrimination in marketing, page 26, avoiding discrimination in advertising and sales, ensuring accessibility for all consumers, social responsibility in marketing, page 37, the role of marketing in addressing social and environmental issues, corporate social responsibility and ethical marketing, responsible advertising to children and vulnerable groups, page fucking 42, protecting children from exploitive marketing practices, avoiding manipulation of vulnerable consumers, ethical considerations in digital marketing, navigating the ethics of online advertising and social media. Remember, this is all related to AI. Ensuring transparency and control for consumers in the digital space. Ethical supply chain management, page 56. Ensuring fair labor practices in marketing and production, addressing environmental sustainability in the supply chain. Ethical issues in pricing and promotion. Avoiding price gouging and exploitation of consumers, ensuring fairness in promotional strategies. And then the conclusion, page 70. The importance of ethical marketing for business success. The impact of ethical marketing on consumer trust and loyalty. The role of ethical marketing in building a better future for business and society. This was the foreword that included the disclaimer. The following information was provided in part by Chat, and this is from Chat GBT. This is before Chat. In the very beginning, a large language model trained by OpenAI as unedited output. This was the foreword. In Marketing for the Greater Good, a handbook for socially responsible strategies, we delve into the world of ethical marketing practices and explore how businesses can make a positive impact on society while still achieving their goals. This book is a comprehensive guide for marketers and business leaders who want to create marketing campaigns that align with their values and contribute to the greater good. Through a combination of research, case studies, and expert insights, we explore the latest trends and strategies in socially responsible marketing and provide actionable steps for implementing them in your own business. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out in the field, this book is an essential resource for anyone looking to make a difference through their marketing efforts. Okay, that's who I am. Nonsense. This is my work. Nonsense. This is my homework. Nonsense. This is my vetting. Nonsense. This is my way of embarrassing you. Nonsense. If you can pluck a stranger out of the internet, and we are indeed strangers on the internet, and say what you said, everyone is fair game. This isn't about tough skin. This isn't about priority. This isn't about advocacy. There's nothing like that going on at your channel. There's none of that going on. You simply plucked someone that you do not know off of the field of the internet and demeaned them for no good reason, for no ethical reason, for no reason. And for that, shame on you. You did not want me to do rant and rambles on here. I can tell you that. Nothing that I've built and through for our time together would lead me to ever think that a rant and ramble would come forward unless it was absolutely necessary. And now it has become absolutely necessary. What this niche has done and is doing and will continue to do when I hit the final button to end the project will be left on you. Whatever they want to do, they will do. Whatever they and however they see you will be the way that they see you. And this has been an infection. It has infected true crime cases, missing children's cases, and they are 100% responsible for it. The they is everyone that has been involved and supporting this absolute virus. And it is a virus taking no responsibility whatsoever for how real people are affected in the real world. Because the AI relies on each one of us to provide the truth, the humor of the truth, the lies, the con, the scam, the knowledge, the academic, the professor, the plumber relies on all of that. And simply taking someone completely out of your orbit, I am not in your orbit. And I know that you didn't come here for this, and neither did I create this for this. But we knew that there would be a conclusion. We knew that there would be numbers and analytics around the conclusion, that there would be a final moment. I do believe that it is now. There is nothing more that can be gained by doing this any further. We got our numbers, we got our chance, and now the internet has spoken. And they've done it to many, 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 many people. Going to play out to the 120 minutes, which has been my commitment. Only on rare occasions have we kind of abbreviated things because things were so slim and everyone was kind of too busy. But this is the house that they have built. So that you know, this is very common for the things I'm involved with. It's very, very common. And if you know, they fucked this up. Not chat only. They fucked up these cases. They fucked it up. And they fuck with people's lives. And they have been rewarded for it. Absolutely rewarded. Chat only 2 times a day. We did good. I think we did good. I know you guys are good. You know what I mean? You guys are good. You were believing. And that means a tremendous amount. It means a lot to the people that build AI. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the people that follow me. And we believed that it could be. We believed that it should be. All of those things. So, as I have said it a few times now, I'm very proud to have the experience and the wisdom to build it up against what are you doing now, Beauty? What is she going to do next? There is little that can be said about defending oneself. There's no reason to do that. I think that it's about being aware There is also no room to question, from what I can tell. You question in any of these chats, and then it will be you will be summarily thought of in the same way. So these DMs that turn into private phone calls, that turn into absolute destruction of who we are, have been, I'm sure that they're just very, very active and full of infection. There have been a few times, just so that you know where kind of the sadness comes from, and kind of the little bit of choking up, is that most of the projects, most of the founders that I've supported throughout my years, most of my investments come very early. They're on the early edge. And you do there's a great risk in coming in too early for something. So if you hear, like, me wanting to choke up about this, when I finally end, there will be absolute tears of revolt, and they are tears of revolt. They are not tears that even have any kind of sympathetic um, ability. They are tears of revolt. I am revolted by what this community has decided to do and how they do it and dispense it on others. I am revolted by it. It is revolting. And nothing that I can do or say is going to change that today. I don't think any of it will be changed for many, many years. This is the construct of, air quote, the internet, that wants all of us to be walking around with reptile coverings. And that's just not how I live. I have never lived that way. It's been mentioned to me so many times, uh, to, toughen up. No, I do not have to toughen up. Not against this. I can toughen up to protect my child. I can toughen up to protect my partner. I can protect enough my home, hearth, my abilities. Those things I can toughen up and move to the next place. But to toughen up for this is a lie. There's no reason for me to toughen up. I can't even, um, man, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I love that when I put that in chat. Makes me so happy. What do we do? What are we thinking? Where are we with this? Should we change chapters? Should we change the topic? How do we move on? Who are we in this? All those things. These creators don't ask those questions. There's so many wonderful people, precious people. Why don't you ask these questions? These creators, why don't they ask? Why don't they bring up the missing anymore? Why don't they do that? Why are they not held responsible? They did a they did a they did a good thing today. Yes, right. That's so true, Mimi. Mimi says we have no control. You go with the flow or you go. Yeah. Well, we all get to, and they're called riparian rights, if you know anything about rivers and water flow and underground water flow, whatever, underground water, riparian rights. I think that she took my rights today. At least she did. It's the least she did. I think that's a good day. I think it's a good day. It's the only day that we have, so it's got to be a good day. Can you guys remember that? It's the only day that we have. And she chose this day to align with my day for no reason. She chose this day to align with my day for no reason. Absolutely senseless drivel and garbage. So let's figure out how we're going to peacefully do this. 98 minutes, so we've got 22 minutes to go. People have been coming in and out of the view. I don't know what that's all about. I do believe, let's see what we have here. Ooh la la. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and X out of that. And reading again from Mimi. We don't change. We have no control. You go with the flow or you go. We walk away from problematic creators. We forget them, and the next batch walks in. Yeah, well, they all go from back to a playbook. That's what I mean. There is no new playbook. And the most new thing, not that an IRC chat is not new. What is new was the reason and purpose that I would power this up as a project. That is kind of new. Defining how long it was going to be, defining what the purpose was, and I just thought that we would have some X's and O's on the outcome as just analytics to understand whether or not people wanted to, where they were coming from, and that sort of thing that would offer, and just from the YouTube studio, what we might be able to get from it. So there's on some side of the analytics we have enough, and then there's a great part of it that we just never had. There's not enough data points. So imagine you'd think that you would have enough data, but there was just enough. I would have had to probably have done a third 2 hour every day for there to be enough data. So we do miss out on some of that. And so this particular week, maybe powering up the voice and really kind of looking at things and hearing more of the personality of chat only, um, from my vantage, from the host's vantage, that we would be able to see, yeah, you probably should be on mic once a little bit. And what are we wowing at? What are we wowing at? What, the fact that I would say a third 2 hour? What are we wowing at? Let me know. I need to know. When I'm in the chat, when we say wow, I know, but right now I don't know. I'm probably only seeing life through one corner of an eye right now. Mm. Oh yeah. I wish it was my third eye today. I wish it was. Once again, I wish I took a lot of theater, but I didn't take any debate. I should have taken my debate classes. Yeah, the third eye. It's an idea, okay? I could do it tomorrow. I could do it today, especially if I stick to the 120. If I stick to the 120, I might be able to do 3 times a day. In fact, I might change the title. Yeah, of course, absolutely. Absolutely. It's been all of the things. It's been charming, pleasant, explorative, uh, interesting, difficult, uh, just the whole tempo and tenor of what we've been able to do has been, when I stop all this and I get the chance to really kind of go through and add all of the flourishes to what we have explored. It's been so fun and odd at the same time, and the fact that we've been able to chuckle with one another, giggle with one another. Like I said, even when we go, we've done the foodie stuff, we've done the giggle and rumor. I think that sometimes when we have just done the wow, everybody gets it. We're just floored. We're in a puddle. We're tearing up. We can't believe what we've just heard. All of those things with our words, with our words. And it's been beyond amazing. It's been really, really cool. I was saying to Quiet, of which, from the very beginning, I've been saying, these people are so cool. Like, I think they might get it. Like, they might actually get it. And he's going, that's so good. That's really great. And I was saying a couple days ago that, these are important people in my life. I'm going to miss them. They will be missed in my everyday. I will miss doing this. I will miss powering up. I will miss being on time. I will miss not knowing where we're going to go at all. Trying different things, um, using different ways of expressing what we're doing with the graphics, and how far can I push the OBS until it becomes just, unreasonable. It's been all of these things. It's been, and for a very short time. So, there will have to be a little bit of melancholy, but it's not without having come into my being, my discussion. This will go on. I will be discussing this with important people and until they don't want to hear about it anymore. And like we had said, maybe we would, do kind of special sessions and that sort of thing. I believe that nonsense has made it be known that that will not happen. I don't have another project that I've been thinking about, except for that you should know that there will be a new product. When it's going to be coming out, that again, I don't know. It's been in the building process now for quite some time. And if I could tell you why and who I have been aligned with in prior years, and knowing that I've been inside of OBS and not StreamYard, that I am not able to give you any clues other than those two clues. So when that all comes and there are headlines about it and discussion about it, you will see me using a new product and speaking about that new product. The part that will be different about it is that if it is a product to be sold and where I am considered an affiliate, like I was with StreamYard, then I will be coming forward as an affiliate and doing education and talking about the reason and purpose and so forth that this is a good product and all of that once I have a chance to get my hands on it. So that, I don't know when that's going to be. I thought maybe at the end of the project this week, of course, there would be conversation and I could get kind of a definitive. The fact that we're deciding to shutter today, I don't know if I'll have a definitive today, but I will certainly be writing and sending out an email to kind of get an idea of what we're looking at as far as timing. So it's not then, and that would be like a fully on mic. I can do some educational, things about it if it was to come about, but there'll be a lot more people that are involved in the education and less about the importance of using your voice and getting your ideas out there. And I appreciate that, Mimi, and for you too. I appreciate it so much. So, as you well know, my age, and that my life is very much my own. If it's not something that I feel that I should proceed, then I won't be proceeding with it, and it'll just end there. Of course, if there was any, yeah, like I just don't know. I really thought that this would be it, and then there'd be another project coming down the way. How all these things can be integrated, I'm not too sure about that. I really do think that I should stand on the decision that nonsense has made. Nonsense has decided who I am and what I do and what I mean to the rest of the world. I'm going to go ahead and write that out. Nonsense, the creator nonsense, has made the decision. Let's see if I can get this all out. As to who I am, what I do, and how I matter to the rest of the world. And good on her. Bravo. I will be in chat for the last 10 minutes here, where we will get our kindnesses put out and out into the universe. And with that, this has been Chat Only, live 2 times a day at 9 a.m. PST and 6 p.m. PST. This has been your host, lovingly, and so it is the end. Beauty Bubble. Bye-bye now.